Testing 1, 2.
Turn it on to about.
All fans that masks are required while in a school building. We are excited to be able to fill the gym this year, and we're looking forward to some good basketball. And now for your starting lineup for your Mattoon Green Wave. Starting number 4, Madeline Cash. Number 5, Bailey Denning. Number 15, Kennedy Smith. Number 25, Adriana Leach. And wrapping it up with 52, Sophia Elder. All right, Brave fans, on your feet for your ladies' race. Starting at guard, number 2, Evelyn Ethel. Starting at guard, number 4, Haley Hahn. Starting at guard, number 5, Bella Rose. Starting at guard, number 32, Gabby Wisher. And starting at guard, number 45, Lila Scott.
All right, good evening, everybody. Welcome to the first junior high girls basketball game of the season. A normal season. We're excited to be here at Mount Zion Intermediate School as Mount Zion takes on Mattoon. We want to thank everybody for tuning in. And we've got a nice game we're excited about to see here. Looks like we're going to have a jump. And Mount Zion wins the jump ball. Evelyn Ethel here, dribbling at the top, starting the offense out for Mount Zion. She hits Hahn on the side. She's looking into stock and got nothing going, so she gets it back out to Ethel. Ethel moves the ball inside, and that shot is denied. That was 32, Gabby Wisher. And Mattoon starting out here. Mount Zion playing man-to-man defense. Trying to find an opening. Good, solid defense. Nobody's open right now. 52 at the top here for Mattoon. Gives it off to a guard. And that ball's going to be knocked out of bounds. And so Adriana Veach is ready to take over. Gives it to Kennedy Smith. She's trying to find some room. Gets a pick from Cash. Gets the ball to Denning up at the top. And Mount Zion's defense already given Mattoon some trouble here. Ball back out to the side to Veach. Gets the ball up top to the post Elder. She's trying to find some space, dribbling with her left hand. Stock, good to guard. And we got a shot up there, and that shot is going to be good by Kennedy Smith to start the scoring for the season for Mattoon. And we've got a 2-0 ball game here early. Ball out to Hahn, back up top to Ethel. Ethel trying to find some space as Mattoon starts in a zone. Looks like a 2-3 zone. They're matched up well and almost a 5-second call. Ball to Stock. She turns around, misses a jumper. Wisher catches a rebound, gets it back to Ethel up top to start the defense all over again. And while we've got a break here, I want to pause and introduce you to my partner in crime here. If he wants to turn his microphone on and let everybody and introduce himself to everybody.
Hello. I did not know I was muted.
So we got a good game here early. Go ahead and let everybody know your name and what
Hi.
year you are.
My name's Brett. I'm a sophomore at Mount Zion.
Happy to have Brett
Yeah.
here. His first time on the microphone, right, Brett?
Yep.
All right, as we
It'll
get
be
the ball inside to
interesting.
Wisher. Ball inside to Stock. She turns. She's got nothing going. Good defense by Mattoon. Ethel tries to penetrate. A lot of defense. Gets it over to Rhodes. And Wisher with the shot just
Ooh,
off.
Good try, good shot.
Steal by Rhodes.
Ooh.
Going hard to the basket. Immediately stopped. Ball inside to Wisher. Back to Rhodes. And we have a travel call.
It was a good try, good try.
So 2.5 minutes in here. What are your thoughts so far in this game?
It's pretty close. They're both playing pretty good defense, I've noticed. Not a ton of shots. Some.
I agree 100%. Defense with Mattoon playing the zone and Mount Zion playing man. Man, you play tough man defense in junior high, you're going to be able to stop some teams. Kennedy Smith with the ball up top, gets it stolen away by Evelyn Ethel. Leads the break, and good job of Mattoon getting back on defense. And Rhodes having trouble with the handle, and it gets stolen away by Mattoon, and that's going to be a jump ball. We're going to see a lot of jump balls tonight, I have a feeling.
Yeah.
It's kind of a staple of junior high basketball, particularly on the girls' side. As there's a lot of aggression, just like we see there as Evelyn Ethel with the steal. And that's the first points of the year for Mount Zion. Well done there by Evelyn Ethel, finishing with her left hand. Good steal, and we got a tie ball game 2-2. More tough defense by Evelyn Ethel. Giving Kenny Smith all she can handle. Steal by Wisher. She's going to go up. She shoots a left-handed layup. That's just going to be off the glass, and the ball to Mount Zion. So now that they've got the got the nervousness out a little bit, and they've actually started playing the ball game, Mount Zion's getting a little bit more aggressive, wouldn't you say?
Yeah. They're really getting a lot of steals already. That's interesting.
Absolutely. And slip on the floor. Evelyn Ethel gets a steal, turnover for Mattoon, gets it up to Wisher. And Wisher gets it out to Hahn, back over to Ethel. Ethel should have kept penetrating there. Ball inside to Wisher. Mount Zion trying to get a little high post, low post going, but nothing going. Stock with the ball, gets blocked, gets it to Rhodes. Rhodes driving hard, gets stopped. That ball's going to be knocked out of bounds. It's going to be Mount Zion basketball back.
This might be good for them. It might give them a chance to get some space.
Absolutely. Space, very important against the zone. And it looks like we're going to have a timeout, Mattoon timeout. Mount Zion coached by Jeff Shoemate and Andy Place. And we're going to have a timeout here with 2:06 left to go in the first quarter.
Oh.
And we're happy to have our first junior high girls basketball game for Braves TV today. We've got So, Brett, is this your first junior high girls basketball game in a while?
Yeah, I probably haven't. I went to one with a friend back in 7th grade, but I haven't really been to I've been to a fair amount of junior high boys games, but not very many girls games.
We're glad you're here. There's a lot of excitement in junior high girls basketball. You see a lot of aggressive defense. You see a lot of nice, young, talented girls that just work very hard. That's one of the things that coaches, you can tell on both teams, have preached is work hard on defense, and it can create turnovers for offense. A lot of times in junior high, offense can be hard to come by, and so you can rely on your defense to get turnovers. As we get the ball inside, nice score by Hahn there on the out-of-bounds play. Coach Shoemate, Mr. Out-of-Bounds play, likes to draw those babies up.
They've been playing, both teams have been playing very good defense, but Mount Zion's really done a good job of getting, stopping them before getting even to the three-point line and turning the ball over and getting it to the other side.
Absolutely. We got Maddie Austin here checking in for Haley Hahn. And nice shot, just rattles in and out there. That was 15 for Mattoon. That's going to be Kennedy Smith as we have a stoppage of play again. And they need to blow the buzzer here as we try to get another sub in the game. So checking in for Mount Zion, number 3, that's Josie Morelli. She's checking in for Abby Ethel. Give her a little bit of break. Abby working very hard there at the top against the point guard and getting some steals for Mount Zion earlier. And right away in the game, Maddie Austin, she's going to get a shot off. Not quite there. It's going to be a rebound by Mattoon, brought up the floor by 25. That was Adriana Veach, and looks like we're going to have was that a traveling call there? I didn't see the official.
I don't know what the arm, it was like the...
Yeah, that's a travel call.
Yeah.
So we got Bella Rhodes now running point. She's wide open. Nobody's guarding her. Being a little shy there to penetrate. And we've got Maddie Austin with a steal. Gets it into Wisher, and she's going to be fouled. And it looks like that foul's going to be on number 25, Adriana Veach, for Mattoon. So Wisher's going to take the ball out. They've been getting the ball in fairly quick with good spots to shoot in. That time it gets tipped. And up to Stock. And she's just off the iron.
Almost. It's a good shot.
Kennedy Smith bringing the ball up. She's working against Morelli. Gets the ball over to Elder. Elder looking past it to Denning. Denning trying to penetrate against Austin. Gets the ball back to Kennedy Smith. She's going to shoot from the outside. That's going to be off the other side, and that ball's going to be tipped out of bounds by, I believe that was Wisher who got her hand on that ball for Mount Zion. And looks like we've got another couple of subs here for Mount Zion. We've got Savannah Byler coming in the game, as well as, looks like that's Izzy Bolyard coming in as well. Ball in. And Maddie Austin's going to get a steal. Going hard to the basket. She's going to be shoved from behind.
I saw that. I'm like, ooh, foul immediately.
Yep, that's Sophie Elder. They're trying to prevent an easy layup for Austin. Austin coming in this game and being very aggressive right away, doing an excellent job on defense. She's going to get the ball, get a quick shot off, just off the long side. That ball goes back to Kennedy Smith. Morelli immediately stopping her well above the three-point line. Gets it back over to Elder. Elder penetrating against Bolyard. Nice penetration for Elder there, and she's going to be fouled by Izzy Bolyard. Coach talking to her a little bit about moving her feet, getting in front so she doesn't shove her from behind there. And ball out of bounds to Adriana Veach.
Looks like it's going to be a pretty low-scoring game. They're both playing very good defense and getting shots off, but...
Nice up and under bear by Elder. That's going to tie the game up at 4. As Morelli brings the ball up, she's going to pop from the free throw line off the backboard and out. That's a rebound for Adriana Veach. Veach trying to work against Morelli, and the ball's going to go out of bounds against Veach as she knocks it off her leg. 0.1 seconds left for Mount Zion. And thought we were going to have a substitution, but she's going to hold her back until the quarter. As Mount Zion throws the ball in, and that's going to end the first quarter. And as you were saying, looks like we've got a low-scoring first quarter, 4-4. And it seems like the theme so far is defense in this game. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, A lot of good defense. They've really been holding each other right at that middle of the court.
Yep, we've got a couple of what I'd consider to be similar programs. Mount Zion and Mattoon, they're, usually have some talented basketball teams. Coaches usually teach the girls work hard on defense, do a nice job, and that's kind of what we're witnessing here. Let's take a breather for a second, and we will be right back. And we're back here for the second quarter.
Hello.
We've got Avi Ethel working on top back in the game. She's going to drag her back foot, and that's going to be a travel call. As right now we've got Savannah Byler, we've got Morelli still in the game. We've got Austin, Maddie Austin, Ethel back in the game, and Stock back in the game. Got kind of a lot of depth here on the 7th grade team. You don't really notice a big difference between the starters and the girls that started on the bench as Avi Ethel tips the ball away. One thing I can tell you is that Avi Ethel and Maddie Austin are being extremely aggressive and just doing a tremendous job.
Getting a lot of turnovers.
So Savannah Weiler tosses the ball into Avi Ethel here. And that ball is going to hit the coach. Got to have your heads up at all times around here.
Oh, no.
And we've got some more whistles here. We've got that interested sounding whistle, the mask whistle that the officials have now.
Interesting. I didn't think you could make one of those.
Yep, that's the new, one of the new COVID changes here. You've got to wear a mask. The officials then have a special whistle as the ball gets inside to Stock. Beautiful feed there by Morelli down to Stock, who gets an easy layup. Good job by Stock of flushing that ball. Puts Mount Zion up early in the second quarter.
That's very interesting. Personally, I referee soccer, so I have to follow mask regulations too for that.
Yeah.
So I've been using an electronic whistle, and that's been really interesting. A lot easier on your voice, though.
A lot of similarities between soccer and basketball. When you talk about spacing like you did earlier, I bet you they talk about spacing a lot in soccer. Getting yourself open. As Mattoon stays in their zone, getting a lot of pressure by Denning there up front at the top, and the ball goes to Stock. Austin with a nice rebound, and that ball's going to be tied up. Looks like a jump ball as the defender immediately came over and got her hands on the basketball. And so it's going to be Mattoon's basketball coming back here. Kennedy Smith bringing the ball up, gets it immediately over to Kaylee Wilson in the game. And she's looking for some space, and she had an opening, but Avi Ethel slapped that ball away, and looks like that foul's going to go against.
Very good job by both teams.
Yep, Avi Ethel had the steal, so that foul's against Mattoon.
They kind of have to. I've seen they have to play the ball pretty quick to have any chance to get up at the net, because both teams are just playing such good defense.
Absolutely. Yep, once that defender's there, it's hard to get past them. As that ball kind of a tip from behind, and it looks like that ball's going to end up being Mount Zion as Morelli hustled for it. And the official's going to say that she didn't touch it first. So, I'm sorry, no. It's Mattoon basketball. Ball outside to Kennedy Smith. She shoots and misses, and I believe that ball is going to be off the foot of Madeline Cash and out of bounds. 6-4 here in the second quarter. And Mattoon extending that zone to half court a little bit, which may help Mount Zion, but it hurts them there as they get a steal by Denning. Immediately stopped as Morelli hustles her butt off. Morelli, a soccer player, I believe, so she really hustles her butt off. And back in the game is Wisher. And looks like she's checking in for Austin. And we're going to have a coach's timeout, 30-second timeout, as I believe Mr. Place wants to talk it over with his 7th graders. A 6-4 ball game, about 4 minutes left here in the second quarter. Been fun to watch so far. A lot of aggressive defense, a lot of steals, and I think what you said earlier just kind of hits it on the head. If they don't get to the basket right away, if they let their defender come up on them, then they're having trouble getting to the basket.
Yeah, and they've done a very good job of just both teams just keeping it out of that middle, keeping it far from the basket so they can't make any like easy or close shots.
Yep, and what both teams are trying to do is try to get that ball underneath, and two defensive styles, both an aggressive style. Mount Zion playing the man-to-man, Mattoon playing zone, and so the way you attack them has to be a little bit different too. Avi Ethel makes an entry pass into Rhodes. She tries to penetrate and get the ball down to a post. They've got to reverse the ball against the zone. They're not able to do it as a very aggressive top of the zone there. Denning steals the ball, and then we've got a little bit of chaos here. And that foul looks like it's going to be against Ethel, I believe, or not. No, I don't think that was against Ethel. That might have been against Morelli. And ball inside. Ball's going to be tipped and go over the backcourt, and that's going to be over and back on Mattoon. Those are the tough ones. The turnovers against an aggressive defense are going to happen sometimes, but in situations like that, that was a unforced turnover, and those are the ones you hate to see. Rhodes gets the ball in the Wisher. She gets the shot blocked. Nice block, but then Stock is right there. She's going to get her own rebound after the missed layup, and back goes the other way as Mattoon, as Adrianovic gets the ball out ahead to Denning, and unfortunately she was too quick with her feet, and that is going to be a travel call. Looks like Chloe Cartwright's going to check in, as well as Sophie Elders coming back in. Sophia, I'm sorry. Checking in for Madeline Cash and Bailey Denning. And ball way outside to Morelli. She does a good job of penetrating, using those quick feet. Gets it across court to Rhodes. Rhodes steps through her defender, gets it over to Ethel, down to Wisher. And back to Rhodes. She wants to get it to Morelli. And here's the difficult thing when you're facing a zone like this is it's too easy for them to tell that all you want to do is pass. And so if that's all you keep doing is passing around the top, it makes it too easy for them to defend that. So hopefully one of the things you'll see these girls grow on here the next couple of months is using ball fakes and then being more confident with the basketball. That's usually what it takes to kind of get people off of you a little bit, especially in those zones.
Yep.
Right now I think they're just trying to get the nervousness out. And you can, no matter what happens, you can always work hard, and that's what these girls are doing. And an unforced error there by Mount Zion. Instead of just grabbing the ball, they let it bounce. And we've got Haley Hahn checking back in for Morelli.
Yeah, a little bit of teammate confusion over there. That can happen sometimes.
2:48 left in the second quarter. Mount Zion still holding on to that 2-point lead as they get the ball in. That shot's going to be missed by Denning. Fighting for the rebound, and Wisher comes down with it. Gets it to Rhodes, who gets it to Ethel. And Ethel stopped at the top, gets it to Haley Hahn. She looks inside, gets it into Stock. Nice job by Hahn, looking in right away. Back out to Ethel. Ethel trying to reverse the court, gets it back to Hahn. And gets it into Stock. Stock's trying to find a place to go with it. And gets it out to Rhodes. Wisher with the ball. Gets it back to Rhodes. Mount Zion doing a nice job taking care of the ball until I said that. Oh, they still get possession of it. A little scary there. Oh,
and it got stealed by Mattoon.
Yep. Bailey Denning did a nice job just taking the ball from an unsuspecting Evelyn Ethel. Another Mattoon offensive rebound. Sophia Elder gets the ball to Chloe Board. I'm sorry, no, that's Kaylee Wilson. And Mount Zion basketball coming back the other way. Evelyn Ethel just getting all she can take up there from Bailey Denning. And Wisher's going to get a shot up just off. Rhodes, ball falls in her hand. And she gets the ball back. She gets the ball into Stock, and Stock's going to be called for traveling. She's trying to get her feet, and it's just a little too much as she was getting a good defense by Elder.
Yeah. Mattoon really pushing Mount Zion with that zone defense. They're getting multiple people on each offensive player, doing a very good job.
And Evelyn Ethel's going to have to come out of the game as she picks up her foul. I believe that's either her second or third. So minute 24 here in the second quarter. Mount Zion's still up. And that's a good penetration by Smith, and she's going to shoot. Balls on the other side. Comes to Rhodes, and that's going to go back out of bounds to Mattoon. She quite can't get the handle on it. Quite a big crowd in here already for this first junior high girls basketball game. People have been chomping at the bit to get to a basketball game. As Stock gets the rebound, gets it out to Rhodes. Rhodes pushing, keeps the ball moving, gets it up to
a good shot
Byler.
Try by Byler.
And we're going to have a check in here. This is, I can't quite see the number. I believe it was number 4 coming in the game. Madeline Cash. Into Rhodes. Rhodes needs to shoot. Oh, she should have shot the basketball. Now she's going to get it right into defenders. You got to shoot that ball there if you're Bella Rhodes. I'm sure her dad's over there thinking the same thing. Dad, a Hall of Fame basketball player at Illinois College. Bella getting trapped. Gets the ball to Haley Hahn, and she's going to get the ball stolen away by Kaylee Wilson, who's going to have a layup, and she misses that, and Haley Hahn gets the ball back, gets it up to Bella Rhodes. And Bella trying to find some space. And that ball is going to be knocked out of bounds.
Just barely off Mattoon. Mattoon's fingers.
40 seconds left in the second. Gets it to Bella Rhodes. She's trying to find some space inside, gets it, tries to get it back out.
Very low scoring, still very low scoring with just 2 points this quarter so far.
You got to give a hand to Mattoon for their defense against in that zone. They're not just sitting back in the zone. They're playing an aggressive zone. They're getting in the passing lanes. Ball being brought up by Kennedy Smith. She's going to get it passed over to Veach, and looks like they're going to call her for traveling as she tries to get it to Denning.
And they may not be making as many overturns, Mattoon, but they're doing a very good job at holding them with that zone defense.
I agree. I agree. They're not getting quite as many turnovers as Mount Zion is, but you're right. Their defense is holding and making them turn it over by missing their shots. As we've got Maddie Austin set to check back in the basketball game, and she's coming in for Haley Hahn. 14 seconds left. That's a good decision. Tall Austin. And that ball's out of bounds. That's another one of those turnovers you hate to see if you're coach.
Yep.
8 seconds left. Ball up. Kennedy Smith shoots. Ball to Stock. 3 seconds left. As Bella Rhodes takes a peek at the clock. She knows, and she was trying to get something up, but Mount Zion did a good job of getting back.
Behind.
As Belly Denning gets a hand up, and that's going to be the end of the first half. It's 6-4. Mount Zion maintaining that lead. Defense being the name of the game. Yeah, absolutely. Defense being the name of the game, and it was a fun half to watch, even though there wasn't a lot of scoring. There definitely was a lot of action. So,
well, it's going to be a very close match, looks like it, with only a 2-point lead by Mount Zion at the moment.
Absolutely. I got to think both teams are probably trying to talk about a way to get some girls open, get some girls the basket. With that being said, we're going to take a break. We'll be back here for the second half. All right, back here for the second half.
Welcome back.
7th grade junior high girls basketball, Mount Zion against Mattoon. Happy to be here.
Back to a very close game as we go into the third quarter.
Want to give a shout out to our camera person, Kaylee Garner, working her first event. We got Ellie Fritzsche there as our producer, doing an excellent job. River Salahita's over there helping out as well. As Mount Zion starts with the basketball, the Bella Rhodes, she penetrates, looks for a shot, can't quite get there. And gets it back to Abby Ethel. Both of them looking to get the ball into Stock. Stock turns, looks to the weak side, almost stolen away as Haley Hahn gets the ball. And nice shot by Abby Ethel. That's going to be off the backboard and back defense. Kennedy Smith with the basketball. Good defense there by Wisher, but she's going to do, they say, double dribble. Probably more of a travel since she hadn't actually taken that second dribble yet. At least I don't think she had. So it's going to be back to Mattoon. Mount Zion staying in that man-to-man defense. As Wisher tries to get the steal again, they're trying to get the ball to Veach at the top.
Oh, and a nice try on the layup by Mattoon.
Yep, Bella Rhodes with the rebound, gets it off to Ethel. Ethel to the corner to Hahn, and she tries to get the ball to Wisher. And the ball's going to be stolen away. Denning, chase from behind, and that shot's going to be blocked there. I believe that was Wisher. Good stop.
Great block, really knocked it down back into her teammate.
And Wisher on the inside, just going to be missed there, and Veach is going to pick the ball up off the floor for the rebound. Come back the other way, and that ball gets stolen away, or no, that's, yeah, Ethel going to shoot a layup. She gets pushed from behind by Veach, and I think we're going to have our first free throws of the season. Abby Ethel, I think Mount Zion would be well suited if Ethel did a lot more of what she just did there. Now, granted, that was a breakaway, but if she just went hard to the basket and made somebody stop her, I think she'd have some more layups.
This could be a vital moment for Mount Zion. Oh, and nothing but net. Beautiful shot. This could be vital for their team. Get a bit of a more lead since it's hard to get those points right now in the middle with the defense everyone's playing.
Yep. Veach with the rebound, gets it up to Smith. Smith back into Veach. It's clear that Mattoon's trying to do a little high-low post there, get the ball in the high post, and then look for Elder down the block, who has the ball now. She's kind of dribbling around, guarded by Stock, and you can't dribble by Abby Ethel like that. She's just going to take it from you. And so she decides she's not going to get a layup. She's going to pull up and shoot. Ball to Hahn. And Mount Zion's got to be more aggressive about taking back those rebounds. The fact that they've only shot 2 free throws and that just happened just kind of tells you they need to be a little bit more aggressive with going back up after those rebounds as Stock turns and shoots. That's going to be a rebound to Mattoon. Denning, she gets the ball down to Smith, and she's going to shoot, and off the backboard.
Oh, good try, almost in.
Tipped in the ball to the hands of Haley Hahn, who tried to get rid of it a little too quick, almost had it stolen away, but Ethel does a nice job of getting the basketball back. Looking for some space. Gets the ball to Rhodes. Rhodes is open again. She's got to be quick. She's got to shoot that ball. And just off is Wisher.
Like I said earlier, it's going to be all about shooting and making it out right now. It's going to be all about getting there quick without the defense.
Absolutely. As Kennedy Smith ends up with the shot there. I think that was a travel call. Looks like we're having a little timeout as Hahn ties her shoe. It looks like Austin's going to come in the game. I'm guessing she's coming in for Hahn, as she did in the first quarter, and give Hahn a chance to get those shoes nice and tight. We also have Morelli coming in for Mount Zion, and Morelli's going to replace Bella Rhodes. Give Bella Rhodes a breather.
Like you said earlier, they're doing both. Mount Zion, they've got a very well-rounded team. It's hard to tell who the starters are from the, I don't know what the word.
That's the bench players.
Yep, the bench, yeah.
Yep, there's lots of words for that. Bench players, reserves, you can call it what you want to, but Mount Zion's got some depth, especially as Austin comes off the bench, does a great job. Morelli comes off the bench. They're extremely aggressive on defense and do a nice job. They kind of give a little spark off the bench there. And looks like nice job by Wisher getting a steal. She gets a hold of it, and she tries desperately to get the ball into Morelli, but she's going to be fouled as she had 2 defenders on her battling for that ball. Good job on Wisher to continue going after that.
It's like a foul off 27. Never mind, there is no 27.
It looks like we're going to have a full timeout. I'm not sure if Mount Zion called that or if Mattoon called that, but regardless, it's a good time to call it here, middle of the third quarter, get your starters a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of get things reset. Mount Zion's gotten 1 point in this quarter. Mattoon's still scoreless in the third as they try to look for an answer. You could tell what they've done is come out on offense, and they're trying to get the ball immediately to that high post and see if she can't get it to one of the post players down low before the Mount Zion defense collapses, which is something you would typically do if you have a lot of aggressive man-to-man defense that's up top, putting a lot of pressure up top. Then usually that middle of the lane right there around the free throw line, somebody's typically open. Now, I would think maybe you would want to talk about some screening there if you're Mattoon with Mount Zion playing that man-to-man defense. You'd make them set some screens and keep some girls moving. I think right now that's kind of part of the problem for Mattoon is girls just aren't moving very much, and they're definitely not moving off of screens, so they're just having a hard time. You know, it's putting a lot of pressure on their ball handlers to try to find ways to get people open.
Yeah, right now, a lot of times actually, you want to slow the gameplay down to give yourself a bit more time. I really think in this game, you just got to speed it up. You got to go fast. Otherwise, that defense is just going to get around you, and you just won't have many chances to shoot.
I would agree. Getting a move on it there is not going to hurt anything. As Aust gets the ball right up front there. Good pass by Wisher. Just misses on the
it's back to
inside
Avalon
pass.
Ethel.
Yeah. And almost stolen away. And it looks like there's going to be a foul there against 42 of Mattoon. That's Kaylee Wilson. Down low as Morelli gets the ball. She looks to penetrate and kicks it out to Austin. Austin's not afraid to shoot, and she drains it just outside the elbow. Good job on Austin there. Austin being very aggressive scoring for Mount Zion, getting those shots up, and that's big in 2 ways. One, she just hit a bucket, and 2, getting those shots off, that gives it opportunity for offensive rebounds too, which you'll see a lot of at this level as Abby Ethel just plain takes the ball from Kennedy Smith, and I think they're going to call a timeout.
Cool 9-4 Mount Zion.
Building a little bit of a lead there. Mount Zion was on a 3-point run, which doesn't sound like much, but in this game, now they've got Mattoon doubled up. Their coach wanted to take a timeout. They're doing a good job because the ball handler wasn't going to be able to do anything with the basketball, and Abby Ethel was all over. So it's a good way to keep possession and then talk about what they want to do on offense here a little bit. And, you know, in a situation like this, I don't care what level you're in, if you're having a hard time getting the ball to your wings or getting the ball inside, you know, you really start talking about things like, you know, cutting through, screening. You know, you've got to make the defense move a little bit. And if you don't make Mount Zion's girls move, then you're not going to be open. You're just going to keep getting the ball stolen away from you. You know, another thing that's talked about a lot at these levels is just confidence with the basketball and not being afraid to have the basketball in your hands. There's, you know, I always call it blood in the water. They can tell, you know, a defense can tell if you're not confident with the basketball, and then they immediately just try to take it from you, get in your face, and make it difficult for you to do anything. So even just giving that allure of confidence with the basketball is a big thing. So ball inside here to Kennedy Smith, and she gets stopped there by Ethel. Nice cut there. Beautiful cut.
Layup.
Beautiful cut by Sophia Elder. That's a nice play, probably drawn up in the huddle. You know, a little penetration and then a diving post, and that's going to get 2 points for Mattoon, 9-6 now.
Puts them just a little bit closer. Still have a full 8 or so minutes with the next 2 quarters. A lot of time to make some moves.
Morelli trying to find some space, trying to get to the middle. I like that about Morelli. She's always trying to get to the middle, get herself a shot, and back out to the corner. Gets the ball into Stock, over to Ethel. Ethel, shot fake by Ethel. Nice job, but that shot is blocked. And that's going to be Mattoon basketball. Good defense by Mattoon. And Just a little bit out of control there is Kaylee Wilson. I like the aggression. She did a nice job. She just got a little out of control. Ended up falling down there as the defender came up on her, but you got to like that intensity attacking the basket. Savannah Byler set to come in for Mount Zion. Looks like she's probably going to step in for Wisher. So we may see Austin step in and play a post. And Bella Rhodes tries to get the ball to Stock, but not quite strong enough pass, and that's going to be stolen away by Denning. And Morelli's having none of it. She says, give me that basketball.
A little bit of a squabble there.
Yep, so we have another jump ball. Not quite as many of those as I thought I would see in this early game, but girls are doing a good job of just getting a handle on it. And that shot up by Wilson.
That's what you want to, that's how you're going to score in this game.
Yep.
Get it right out and then take the shot.
Big props to Kaylee Wilson for just coming out here and just being super aggressive on offense. You know, she's gotten a couple turnovers, but at least she's attacking the basket. Austin gets the ball inside to Stock. Nice feed by Austin. And she goes hard and gets the offensive rebound. Gets it out to Byler. Byler shoots. She misses, but Austin right there.
The rebound and puts it right back in.
It's just what I was saying earlier. You've got to get shots up so you can get those offensive rebounds and putbacks. And Austin's just right there. So great job by Byler and Austin getting shots up. And Stock, nice job on defense by Stock. That was a great move by Sophia Elder from Mount Zion. Ball up to Morelli on a breakaway. And she wants to get it out to Austin. Back to Morelli. Morelli wants a cross-court pass to Byler, and Byler tries to get it to Rose, but it's tipped away. A lot of excitement here as Byler gets a block. Looks like they're probably going to call that a foul. Quite a bit of excitement here with 10 seconds left in the third quarter.
This last 50 seconds, they just started so quickly. They're going multiple shots, almost in multiple times. Very good job by both teams.
Looks like we're going to have Izzy Bollier checking in. I'm guessing she's probably coming in for Stock, or she might be coming in hopefully to get a rebound. So, yeah, she's coming in for Stock. She subbed in for her earlier. Gets Stock a little bit of a break. And rebound
from the crowd
by Byler. Bella Rhodes, 6 seconds left, trying to get the ball up, but stolen away by Elder. Elder's got a layup, and she makes it with no time on the clock. What a big play by Sophia Elder.
What a beautiful finish to the quarter.
Absolutely. That's going to be a huge, great job by Mattoon being aggressive there on defense, taking advantage of the fact that Mount Zion's point guard is not in the game. And that's going to be an 11-8 score. We're going to take a quick break here at the end of the third quarter, and we'll be back here in just a minute. We're back as we have a shot by Avi Ethel that's off. Rebound by Denning, taking it all the way. Gets the ball back outside and just off the rim for Elder's shot. And that's going to be a jump ball. And that ball is going to be retained by Mattoon.
We're back for the final quarter of the 7th grade girls game. Been a very good game. Very good defense. A lot of shots, not everything going in, but very good by both teams.
Byler gets the ball from Ethel, and Stock goes up just off on that layup. Probably a little too quick there to get that up. She could have taken a quick dribble and made the layup. That'll come in time as Mount Zion's got a little bit of trouble here figuring out who to guard, and Byler forced to foul Elder. Elder is just a girl on a mission right now, going hard at the basket every time. You could tell that some adjustment was made in the huddle to get her going. And she's going to shoot some free throws. These are the first free throws by Mattoon so far in this game. And Mount Zion's only had 2 free throws. So Elder's first free throw almost goes in, just rattles off. And that one's just off. Bella Rhodes with the rebound. She's dribbling in traffic, gets the ball out ahead to Byler, hits her in the head. And that ball's going to go back to Mattoon for Veach. And so Byler steals the ball, gets it to Rhodes. Rhodes trying to find somebody to get it to. She gets it to Ethel, stops the chaos for a minute. Now Ethel's going to look to penetrate, gets it back out to Rhodes. There we go. Rhodes being a little bit more aggressive, dribbling in. Slams the ball on the ground. Stock able to get that. That's always a dangerous pass. And Ethel trying to find some space. Gets it back to Rhodes. Back to Ethel. Ethel trying to switch sides of the floor. She goes hard to the lane. Gets it to Morelli. Morelli trying to find some space. Mattoon tightening up their defense as Byler shoots from the outside. That's going to be off and ball out of bounds.
Good shot. One of the first 3 points we've seen today. 3-point shots.
I have a feeling we're going to be in for a feverish fourth quarter.
Very close with that 11-8 score right now. Not sure what just happened.
I'll be right back.
Head host taking a quick break. Not sure who that was. It was a great shot though. Let me pull up the names. And a foul by on 25. No. Yeah, on 25. A foul on 25. Oh, tries to put it up. Bounces twice on the rim. Some good shots right on the inside by Mount Zion. Oh, a good try in the backcourt by Bella Rhodes to defend. Now Ethel with the ball. Good try. I believe that just bounced off her foot. It was a good try. And a turnover by Mount Zion. By, again, Evelyn Ethel. She's had a lot of good turnovers, a lot of turnovers in general this game. Oh, and a travel by Mount Zion. I believe that was off Bella Rhodes. Crowd getting excited as we get into the final 3 minutes of the game. Oh, and off number 15. Kennedy Smith for Mount Zion ball. And a timeout. Still in the final 3 minutes. It's a 10-11 game. That one free throw earlier in the game, I believe second quarter, might be vital to Mount Zion, giving them that 1-point lead. Maybe very important later in the game. Prevents ties. Should be very close. Crowd kind of messing with the referee just a little.
All right. Back at it
Welcome
after
back.
changing the camera battery here. And it looks like Mount Zion basketball after that timeout. I said earlier we're going to have a feverish fourth quarter, and it has turned out to be that as Stock gets the ball, gets it into Wisher, and she's blocked.
Block.
Comes up with it, Bella Rhodes. Gets it back to Ethel. Ethel penetrating back to Wisher. She's trying to find Morelli. Morelli's going to hustle and get the basketball back. Good job by Morelli.
Beautiful hustle.
Abby Ethel. Oh, and she shoots and she gets her
Really
own
good shot.
rebound.
Gets the rebound back.
Mount Zion needs to calm down a little bit. Morelli at the top. Double team. And Ethel's going to be called for a travel. Just over 2 minutes left, fourth quarter. A little shocked we haven't seen a timeout from Mount Zion here to talk about things. Coach confident in his team's going to finish this one out. Ethel with the ball being double teamed at the top, gets it to Rhodes. Rhodes into Wisher. Wisher's going to shoot and foul. Good job by Wisher. Going up strong. And I believe she's fouled by Kennedy Smith.
This could be vital for Mount Zion. This could be a very important free throw. If they get this, they can possibly prevent losing by 1 point.
Wisher, oh, just off on the free throw. Be big here if Wisher can drain one of these.
And a good try.
And just off. So we're at 1:43 left. Mount Zion, Morelli up top, pressure defense, getting a screen and trying to get to the basket. So there's those screens we were talking about earlier. Ball to Elder. They're definitely trying to work through her on offense as she's been successful. Goes against Stock. Good help defense there by Rhodes. Coming in big to help out Stock to defend on Elder. Abby Ethel with the ball in her hands. Just over a minute left. Gets the ball to Morelli.
Final minute. That Mount Zion possession. They might want to just hold it here, try to stall.
Yep, be patient with the basketball. They have just over a minute. Get the ball into Stock. She's blocked. Big block there by Elder. Ball falls into their hands. Denning comes down. Denning's going to be fouled by Morelli on the floor. And ball out of bounds. If you're Mount Zion, you've got to make sure they don't get something easy here. And Morelli making things difficult.
Very good defense.
Trying to get the ball into Kennedy Smith. Morelli's having none of it. Veach with the ball, does get it into Smith. Stolen by Bella Rhodes.
Just grabbed that ball right out of the air as the pass.
Bella Rhodes brings it down, tries to get rid of it, and the ball almost stolen away. Their aggressive defense by Denning. 44 seconds left.
Possession.
Wisher with the ball, gets it into Morelli. Mount Zion needs to just be patient, be strong with the ball. 39 seconds left. Gets it to Wisher, and she's going to be called for a travel there. She gets double teamed. These are all opportunities to learn here. Is good job calling a timeout, talking things over with if you're Mattoon with the ball in your hand. If you're Mount Zion, you've got to be talking about, finding a way to get layups, not being in a big hurry. They definitely can't take travel calls. They can't take double dribbles. They can't do things like that if you're going to, you know, if you're going to have a turnover, you need to be doing it in such a way that you just can't handle it. We've got timeouts to burn, and so if there's a situation where a player can't get rid of the ball, then Coach Place can definitely call a timeout.
Definitely. Mattoon's gonna probably well, 2 or 3 possessions left probably for them, so they gotta do something during that.
Yep. So step one here is defending on this possession by Mattoon. You know they're in there talking about, you know, getting a screen and getting the ball to Elder probably inside, as they've kind of been running everything through her. So I definitely think what we would end up seeing here is some sort of penetration with Elder flashing down to the block. And so I would talk to Stock about making sure that she gets a little bit of separation so that Elder can't just blow by her and get open. If I was Mount Zion, I would have been tempted to put a little bit of a full court press on there. And the ball gets to Elder. She's looking to penetrate. Double team by Ethel, and that's going to be a travel. Great defense there by Evelyn Ethel to come over and help Stock.
And this is going to be a vital point for Mount Zion. They got to hold it here.
25 seconds left. Ethel needs to take care of the basketball. Mount Zion needs to be smart.
Got to be patient.
Ball into Wisher. Wisher misses the layup. It's going to be Mattoon basketball. And ball back to Mount Zion. Less than 10 seconds left. They've got to be patient. Take their time. Get it over. Hold the basketball. Make them foul you. Wisher with the ball into Stock. Stock's going to shoot it. And that's going to be the basketball game. 11 to 10.
Great game by both teams. Great defense.
What a fun second half to watch.
Mount Zion coming through with that vital free throw at the second quarter.
Absolutely. That one free throw made a huge difference, and you got to give it to both teams. Just out there busting their butts. 1 point game. Both teams very deserving of a win here, and Mount Zion comes away with it. Very exciting to watch. So finishing that one 11 to 10. We have an exciting 8th grade game coming up here for us as well. So we're going to take a break, and we'll see you for the next game.
Welcome back to our 8th grade Lady Braves basketball game.
All right, ready for the 8th grade game. It's going to be exciting. Mattoon here in a true defensive tip, and ball goes back to Mattoon.
This is anything like the 7th grade game. It's going to be a high defense game, low scoring again.
Absolutely. And looks like we've got a steal, and then the ball's out of bounds. So good steal there by Ellie Green. Then she's just going to step out of bounds. So tough break for that after that aggressive play. And ball gets inbounds to 20. That's Richie. As Ella Fink gets the basketball. Gets it over to Green. And we got the ball up top to Rotz. Gets it over to Horn. Ball inside to I believe that was Kernan. Or no, I'm sorry, that was Ella Fink. And ball's going to be brought up by Halderson. Gets the ball over to Coleman, gets the ball inside to Nolte. And they're going to restart their offense again. That's Ramage.
Something vital I think this game might have. Both teams are going to have to be very aggressive on their offense.
Shot by Coleman from the outside is good, and Mattoon with the early lead as Angela McCoy tosses the ball into Addie Rotz. And Rotz going to start the ball. Mattoon starting in zone defense just like their 7th grade did. Ball back to Horn. Horn from deep 3 and just off the rim. And that's a good rebound by Nolte. And Ramage with the ball up top. And she's going to be wide open for a 3, and you bet she's going to take that and bank it in. And an early 5-0 lead. As a little bit of confusion there, obviously, is that's one girl you don't want to leave open. The Ramage family has a strong basketball tradition in Mattoon. Ball around the outside to Horn. And high pass, gets it into Ellie Green, into Ella Fink. She goes hard to the basket, gets it back out. Addie Rotz from 3. And they're going to call that a 2-pointer. She must have stepped on the line. 5-2. Mount Zion's going to press. Angela McCoy at the top of the press. And Mattoon, she's going to step out of bounds, does Halderson. And that's the first press we've seen tonight.
Already
and Mattoon clearly was not ready for that one.
A lot more aggressive offense.
Yep.
A lot more scoring already.
And Rotz can't quite handle that high pass coming from the outside. Mount Zion definitely still having a little bit of nervousness here. They'll knock that off here pretty quick, I imagine. 1-2-2 press for Mount Zion. Ellie Green trapped with Horn. Ball all the way across the floor, finds Ritchie. And that's going to be a steal. And back to Ramage. Little penetration by Nolte. Cuts the ball out to Coleman. And Nolte's going to shoot it. And that ball's going to be back to Mattoon as it's tipped out by Mount Zion. So already a bit of a feverish first half. And coach is yelling backside, and there is the backside pass into Nolte. Ball gets stolen away. Angela McCoy dribbling up the floor, trying to find somebody. Gets it up to Rotz up top. Rotz with a little penetration and shot, and that's going to be off the front of the rim. Horn with the rebound. Can't quite come up with it. They're going to fight, and that's going to be a jump ball. First one of the game.
Really fighting for that ball. They're both teams doing a really good job at pressuring the other team.
Ella Fink gets the ball. She gets it into Angela McCoy, but can't quite handle it. Angela McCoy doing a good job cutting hard, being wide open. Angela McCoy, very athletic kid. And Horn from the outside is going to be off the rim. Rebound, Addie Rotz getting the long rebound, doing a good job of pinning her opponent down in there. And she gets the ball, and Angela McCoy, who makes a great move, can't quite get the bucket, but a rebound there by Fink. Fink still fighting.
By Mount Zion.
And that's going to be another jump ball.
That right there is going to be really important to doing well with this game, getting those offensive rebounds.
And Mattoon getting the ball in against the press, and there's Angela McCoy. Angela McCoy, but she's just a really quick guard that can defend really well. She gets to you very quick on that press. And it looks like they're going to have a quick timeout here in the early going as Mount Zion's down 5-2. They've starting to sort some things out, starting to figure some things out. And here we've got the huddle. No substitutions in the game yet. Still early going, halfway through the first quarter. And I kind of wondered, Mount Zion's 8th grade team, that group of girls has had a lot of experience pressing, and Coach Shoemate, definitely somebody that likes to press. So it wasn't a surprise to see them go into the press in the early going. You could tell Mattoon's got a little bit of a handful there, so they're probably talking a little bit about how to break that press. And on the defensive end, Mount Zion in the half court still getting a little confused. So they're going to have to work a little bit on the half court defensive end to stop Mattoon. Mattoon kind of getting some good looks and getting the ball around pretty well. So I could see, if Mount Zion tightens up that half court defense pretty well too, then Mattoon's going to have a hard time scoring. Mattoon does have some scorers. they can work pretty well, and they're fearless on offense. That's clear from the early going. So it's going to be an interesting game. It may be low scoring right now, but I still have a feeling we're going to see quite a few points put up on the board compared to the 7th grade game. You know, typically you do in the 8th grade game see quite a few more points in the 7th grade game. If for no other reason, a lot of time the girls are taller. They're closer to the rim, so it's easier to make a basket. So and you generally see that at every level going up as Ellie Green takes the ball out for Mount Zion and tries to get the ball in to Ella Fink and gets the ball to Horn. Horn shoots, and that's a long shot by Horn. Rebound, Ellie Green gets it out to Rotz, who immediately gets it into Fink, and Fink will attack.
Put it right into the center. A really quick play.
So good ball movement there by Mount Zion. Ella Green working hard, getting some rebounds. And definitely a little bit of confusion there. I don't think that everybody was on the same page for that play. Addie Rotz gets up a 3. Angela McCoy with a tremendous rebound and putback, and that's going to be a 3-point play for Angela McCoy. So she has a chance to tie the game here if she sinks this free throw. Coach Fink calling over a couple of his guards, tell him to tighten things up a little bit, and Angela McCoy. And the free throw's just off, and that's a rebound for Mattoon. Coming back the other way. And that ball's going to be tipped and stolen by Rotz, and that's a foul by, I believe that is Halderson. And Halderson's going to come out, and looks like Job is going to come in. And back comes Mount Zion. Here comes Addie Rotz. Gets the ball into Fink, and she's looking to attack, getting the ball down to Angela McCoy.
Jump ball.
You know, Mount Zion, their 8th grade team, they really have got 5 guards on the floor right now. Any of those girls could play, you know, a 2, 3, 4 position. And that's what they're doing. They're trying to get the ball down to Angela McCoy, who's strong down at the post. And the ball's going to be stolen away by Horn. She gets it to McCoy. McCoy trying to get things slowed down. They get it to Ella Fink. And Ella Fink is going to have a carry. She kind of started one direction, decided to go the other direction, but couldn't quite get a hand on the ball. And they get the ball in immediately to Ramage, 34, and Angela McCoy is going to take it right away from her. I'm telling you can't sleep on Angela McCoy defensively. You gotta know. Got to take care of the ball around her. And the whole team for Mount Zion's like that. Addie Rotz is extremely aggressive. Ella Fink is extremely aggressive. You know, we've seen Horn being very aggressive on defense as well. And stolen, Ramage with the ball in her hand. She runs right into Angela McCoy. Nolte gets the ball. She does a nice job, gets it out ahead to, I think that was Ritchie. Oh, Ritchie gets the ball back. She gets it to Nolte, and there's a battle on the floor here. And Ella Fink comes away with it. And it looks like that's going to be a jump ball, and Mattoon's going to maintain possession. Bit of a battle out there.
Yeah, definitely.
And we've got Chloe Williams. She's coming in for Ellie Green, so Chloe Williams more of a true center for Mount Zion. And quick play, and that's going to be an out-of-bounds play. A little confusion there on the block for Mount Zion. That's going to be an easy 2 points. Nice job by Mattoon of recognizing that.
We score up to 4-7 Mattoon.
And Horn, ball slapped away by Ramage. Ella Fink with the ball, trying to get the ball into Chloe Williams. They do get the ball in. Chloe Williams looks to make a post move. Meets a couple defenders right away, and ball's stolen away. I like that aggression there by Chloe Williams. Mount Zion's going to... Addie Rotz with the steal, and a lay-in just missed. Coleman with the ball, and Ella Fink is going to knock the ball out of bounds. Just seems like right now, if you're Mattoon, you're feeling like the ball is just not safe in anybody's hands, as aggressive as Mount Zion's defense has been. If they start turning that into scoring, then Ramage with the ball right to Angela McCoy, stolen for Mount Zion. She's going to go down, and she's going to have a layup just short. Ritchie with the ball. She gets it out ahead to Ramage. Long pass, gets the ball over to Job. Job trying to find some space, ends up giving it back to Ramage. Gets it to Nolte. Nolte being guarded by Williams. Williams not giving her anywhere to go. Does not go off the screen, but she does find a Ritchie.
Another jump ball.
Another jump ball. Just like I was saying, you can't. The ball's just not safe in anybody's hands right now if you're Mattoon. But Mattoon's still doing a nice job of getting some ball movement. It's just that ending there, they're not getting it. 11 seconds left in the first quarter. Over to Fink. Fink's going to shoot, just be off. Rebound by Horn. She's going to get a putback as time expires. Second time we've seen a putback with time expired tonight. And it's 6-7, Mount Zion. A nice feverish first half. It's, again, a lot of defense. Defense, steals. Very aggressive Mount Zion team. Mattoon holding their own. And we're going to take a quick break. All right, back here for the second quarter. Fun game to watch so far. Not a whole lot of scoring, but definitely a lot of aggressive defense. Ramage starting with the basketball for Mattoon. And ball stolen away by Horn. Horn's going to have a layup, and she converts. 4 quick points by Horn. And Mount Zion takes the first lead, their first lead of the game, 8-7. Extremely aggressive press here by Mount Zion. Another trap. Angela McCoy goes and steals the ball away. Another jump ball. That's been the story so far. If you're a Mattoon, you absolutely cannot dribble the ball to that corner. You cannot turn your back to Angela McCoy and dribble the ball in that corner. That's got to be something they've got to talk about. She will be right there on you immediately every time. Addie Rotz with the ball. Looks to penetrate the middle. Gets it out to Horn. Gets it right back. Ella Fink with the ball in her hands, gets it in Angela McCoy. She's double-teamed, does a good job of handling the basketball. Addie Rotz misses a shot. Good rebound by Job. And looks like that's going to be a foul against Angela McCoy. Right now, very much the story of this basketball game is those quick buckets by Horn and Angela McCoy's amazing defense. And Addie Rotz stealing the ball. Gets it over to Horn. Horn with the shot. Just off. Rebound by Nolte. Gets things slowed down. Redfern with the ball. Horn steals it away. And that's another bucket for Tess Horn. Tess Horn with the last 6 points for Mount Zion. And suddenly this is a 10-7 ball game. It was just 7-4 not long ago. Almost another steal by Horn. And they get the ball down the floor to Ella Fink. And that's going to be a foul. And a couple of possible culprits there, but it looks like that one was against 21. That's against Horn. If you're Mattoon right now, you've got to be thinking we've got to take better care of the basketball. We've got to stay out of that corner over there, not get trapped, and we've got to make sure that we have some ball fakes. You know, that's the key. If you have a team as aggressive as Mount Zion is right now, you would be amazed at what a ball fake could do. You have a ball fake, and all of a sudden you've got a girl that's behind her defender, gets the ball out front, and here comes Addie Rotz. Back to Addie Rotz. Back to Horn. Horn for three. Long. Rebound. Great rebound by Ella Fink. Can't go back up. Does a nice job going back up with her left hand, but just misses it. I have a feeling she's going to start making those as the game goes on. Into Nolte. Steal by Addie Rotz. Ella Fink with the basketball in her hand. She's thinking go up strong. Gets the ball out to Chloe Williams. Chloe Williams with a shot from the free throw line. Rebound by Ella Fink. And that's going to be an over the back call. And it's going to be Mount Zion's basketball. I think that was over the back on Redfern. And there's going to be a substitution here. Looks like Coleman's coming out of the game, and there's going to be a timeout and a smart timeout there as Mattoon gets themselves calmed down a little bit. Mount Zion offensively needs to get calmed down a little bit. You know, one thing they can do to grow a little bit in this game, you know, one thing I like what Addie Rotz is doing right now. All right. Sorry, I got stopped there mid-sentence. And so we're going to pause during this timeout, and we'll be right back.
Back after that timeout. Just a very, very aggressive game so far. Especially Mount Zion really getting into past the defenders in those layups. A lot of steals. And another steal by Mount Zion. They're really just getting those steals and going right back down the court. Rebounds. Doing a great job. Addie Rotz up top of the ball, passes it off.
All right, we're back at it. Sorry, I had to run and get a battery real quick. Looks like Mount Zion's got Michaela Adams out on the floor. Michaela Adams is she was a rebounding machine last year. And she's going to get almost comes up with a steal, but that ball's going to be out of bounds as Nolte tries to grab it and steps out of bounds. Ball to Fink, gets it to a cutting Rotz, who gets it to Angela McCoy. Looks like that ball was tipped by Halderson. And Redfern's going to push point here. Tries to get a screen from Ramage. I believe there's going to be a foul as Ritchie comes back in the game. She's going to replace Nolte. So Moses taking the ball out. Couldn't get the ball in, and that ball's going to be stolen away. Quick steal by Green. Ella Fink bringing the ball up the floor, gets it back out to start things for Addie Rotz. Much more calm offense right now for Mount Zion. Running a motion offense. High pass stolen away.
A lot of turnovers so far on both sides.
Absolutely.
A lot of steals, a lot of...
And shot from the outside. That's a good shot by Redfern, just off. Nice offensive rebound.
Both teams have been doing a really good job of getting those offensive rebounds.
And Ramage from outside Got to be careful giving her those open shots as ball is saved in by Fink, but it goes to Mattoon. That's always dangerous to save the ball into the other team's basket. A nice step inside move by Holderson, just can't quite convert, and that's going to be a defensive rebound as Rotz comes up with the basketball, and down the floor she goes. Directing traffic is Addie Rotz, cutting through.
Good steal
Mattoon,
by Mattoon.
absolutely. Mattoon being aggressive on defense. Ramage smacks the ball away from Fink, but Ellie Green comes up with it. Looks like Tess Horn's going to come back in the basketball game for Michaela Adams. Extremely aggressive group on the floor right now for Mount Zion. And nice move by Ella Fink. Can't quite convert, but nice step through. Angela McCoy's under there. Can't quite get it, and we're coming back the other way with Redfern. And she gets the ball to Ramage. Back to Redfern. Back to Ramage. She's going to shoot for three. Got to be careful. That's the second one she's banked in this game.
Since that three. Very good job. Good job finding that space and just putting that shot away.
Absolutely. If you're Mount Zion, you cannot leave her open like that. Honestly, if you're Mount Zion, I would do whatever I can to keep her from catching the basketball. She is a threat to be had, both with the ball passing and shooting. As a couple of substitutions. Looks like we got Nolte coming in the game and Coleman in the game as well.
Back to a 10-10 ball game.
Ellie Green gets the ball inside to Fink. Fink back out to Addie Rotz, who shoots for three, just off the iron. And Ella Fink's fighting for a rebound, fighting with Ritchie, and they're going to call a jump ball. When you have an aggressive game like this, two aggressive teams, you see a lot of these jump balls. It gets frustrating, but if you're the team that ends up with it, you don't mind so much.
Definitely.
And it looks like Mount Zion's going to retain possession there on that one. And a little timeout to be had here with 47 seconds left in the second half. Usually even Jeff Shoemate calls a timeout like this, he's got a play up his sleeve. He wants to run. So you imagine he's probably got something drawn up right now, especially with them being on offense. He likes to call underneath out of bounds passes. If I was Mattoon right now, I'd definitely be talking about making sure you watch that that left side, that weak side for cutters. I'd keep a girl down there in that spot. I wouldn't let them get the ball there. And I'd also look for second cutters once they get that basketball back in, make sure that they keep them out of the lane. Mount Zion not having a lot of success shooting from the outside right now, so if I was Mattoon, I wouldn't be too terribly worried about letting them catch outside the three-point line, but I would be worried about them getting it inside just like that as Angela McCoy cuts to the basket. Oh, just can't quite convert.
Bounced on the rim a couple times. Could have thought that was going in for a second.
Yep, me too, as Ramage brings the ball down, and that's going to be a foul. And that's going to be, it looks like that's a foul against Mattoon. That must have been a foul on the screen. And 30 seconds left. Coach Shoemate wants motion. He wants some cutters. Ball reversed at the top. Gets it to Angela McCoy. And Mount Zion's got to stop putting the ball above their head. They've got to be very careful with that. Every time they put the ball over their head, the Mattoon defender steps right in there and puts their hand up. That's going to be difficult. So Mount Zion's got to get out of that habit. Be strong with it. Here comes Addie Rotz, 16 seconds left.
Doing a great job of defending the top.
If you're Mount Zion right now, you want the last shot if you can, but you also want to get a shot. And Addie Rotz with the ball in her hand, 6 seconds left. She's going to shoot a three, and that's going to be short rebound by Mattoon, and that's going to end the half, 10-10. So a feverish first half, 10-10. The story is just defensive intensity. A lot of shots out of the half court, except for those 2 threes by Ramage, which is really what's kept Mattoon into the game, 2 bank threes. And so if you're Mount Zion right now at halftime, you've got to talk a little bit about making sure that she's not open, especially at the top. And you've got to keep that defensive pressure. I like that Shoemate kind of called off the dogs a little bit there in the half court, or in the called the press off, keeping his girls, his starters, with lots of energy here in the second half. So And speaking of energy, we're going to take a break, and we will be right back after halftime. And so hopefully you'll stick around for the second half of the 8th grade girls basketball game on Braves TV. All right, Brett, we're back here for the second half of our 8th grade game, and what a first half that was.
Welcome back.
Got some super aggressive defense. We got a couple of teams who are trying to get those nervous little bunnies out and are probably missing a few more shots than we expect them to see here in a month or so. But it's been fun to watch. The story for Mattoon's been Ramage's 2 3-pointers that she drained. Banked both of those in, and I'd say the story for Mount Zion is that intense defense with a lot of steals, and Tess Horn scoring those 6 points in kind of a flurry there at the end of the first quarter, beginning of the second quarter for Mount Zion, and then you got to give it to Mount Zion's defense, particularly Angela McCoy playing the top of that press, and you know, Addie Rotz has been a nice calming effect for Mount Zion on offense, which is nice. And hopefully she'll continue to have that. Ella Fink being super aggressive as well. Ella Green making some plays out there, you know, for Mount Zion. So far, pretty nice job here out of the starters. And we're going to start with the ball in Ella Fink's hands.
Very good, very close game. Looks like it may have to come down to probably 1 or 2 points, just like the last game.
Yep. Ball in Angela McCoy's hands. She tries to get the ball back to Ella Fink. I can tell one adjustment Mount Zion's made is it looks like they're going to have Ella Fink run the point so that she can make that pass to Addie Rotz and then cut hard in the lane. So I imagine one of the things they're probably going to try to do is hit a cutting Ella Fink, you know, maybe by getting the ball to Addie Rotz at first and let her run a little point guard from the side. And Mount Zion starting off in just plain man-to-man defense, and Mattoon, it looks like they're trying to do some pass and cut here and do some screening. So some adjustments made on both teams. Neither one of them coming to fruition right here early, but ball over to Green, gets it immediately in Ella Fink. Does a good job, looks down at the block at Angela McCoy. Tess Horn shoots, she's gonna miss, and Ramage is gonna come up with the rebound for Mount Zion. And I believe she's trying to get the ball to, I think that's Nolte. And down comes Mattoon. And ball stolen away. Addie Rotz comes up with it. And down we go. Ball aside to Tess Horn. She gets the ball into Fink. Fink should drive there. She doesn't. She had an open lane to go for there. Tess Horn not afraid to shoot from the corner. And that ball is going to be rebounded by Halderson. And it's going to be Mount Zion basketball. She can't quite get the handle on it.
Very good block by Mount Zion.
Ella Green's going to take it out. And they get the ball to Angela McCoy on the block. Angela McCoy being the second cutter there on the block. They've been able to get the ball to her right away, but good defense by Mattoon to recover. And Halderson's got the ball. Gives it up to Coleman, and she penetrates, and that's going to be a foul. I believe that's going to be a foul against 30, Ellie Green. And it is. Coach pulls Halderson over for a minute, talks to her as we've got Coleman going to the line, so it looks like that was a shooting foul.
Just like the last game, these free throws are going to be vital, I feel like, in that end, that final quarter.
Yep, that first game decided by just 1 point, as don't see that often. Coleman hits the second free throw. And Ellie Green gets the ball, gets it up top to Rotz.
Good throw attempt.
And looks like that's going to be Mount Zion basketball. Gets the ball into Addie Rotz. She shot fakes, dribbles in, gets it to Angela McCoy in a good spot. She shoots, not able to convert. Ball falls into Ramage's hands. She tries to get the ball out ahead. A very fast Ella Fink gets out ahead, and so she can't get the ball there to Coleman, and it looks like we're going to have a travel violation against Fink. So Mount Zion looking to limit some of those unforced errors, but they're aggressive errors, which is much easier to forgive. As Horn shoots from the outside, it's going to be off Angela McCoy's in good position, can't quite get there, but Ellie Green does. Or no, that's Addie Rotz. Yeah. And it looks like Ritchie had the ball and she fell over, so it's Mount Zion's going to retain possession as that's a travel. And ball goes out to Horn and almost makes a three.
Attempt.
Good job rebounding by Angela McCoy. She can't quite convert on the putback, and Ritchie's got the ball, tries to get it to Halderson, but Angela McCoy's right there. Mount Zion just not letting any easy passes come, and Mattoon wants a full timeout to talk a little bit about this. So
Still very close. Mattoon only up by 1 from that free throw earlier.
yeah. Yeah, I was expecting a little bit higher scoring game just because it's the 8th grade game, but the fact is the defense is also picked up, and they're being very aggressive. So this game is a lot closer and lower scoring than I had originally thought. You know, but I have a feeling if these two teams were to play in about a month and a half, the growth you see in these younger programs like the 7th and 8th grade groups, you know, the girls get the nervousness out here in these early games. They start making some of these layups. They start not making some of those turnovers, you know, jump stopping instead of sliding their feet, doing things like that. You know, it's just they're completely different ball teams here. And most of these girls are just coming off of other sports. They're coming away from other sports, especially, you know, a lot of these girls are softball players, so they've been practicing softball for the last 3 months. You know, longer than that, actually. You know, most of these girls play, you know, a lot of travel softball. So, you know, they're just here trying to shake some of the rust off, but, you know, what you can tell is the instincts are there, the defense is there. You know, the defense isn't something that often gets rusty. Aggression doesn't get rusty. What gets rusty is the ball handling, you know, and some of the shooting and some of the layups and things like that. Those are the things that get rusty, and those girls will shake those things off, and they'll also learn to play more as a team. They'll know when to look for certain girls in certain spots. So
Definitely.
That's going to be fun to grow.
Well, getting that practice in every day, it's just you improve so much.
And Mount Zion going back to their press. They're going back to their bread and butter here. And they've got a trap, and almost good job by Mattoon of getting the ball in the middle and getting the ball up to Ritchie. So Mount Zion taking a chance there, and Mattoon is ready for it. That time Mattoon did not fall for the trap. They got the ball in the middle. That's what you got to do against a good press. Ball into Fink. She's looking for a cutter to the basket. Nobody goes. Back to Horn. Offense is stagnant here for Mount Zion. They've got to get some movement. Horn's going to shoot from the outside, and that's going to be rebounded by Nolte. And looks like there's going to be a push. And Chloe Williams is going to come into the game. This is a really good move by Coach Shoemate. And he's going to pull Horn out, bring in Williams, let Horn get her legs back.
A lot of three-point attempts by Mount Zion. Very close, but
ball in underneath. And as Chloe Williams battles for the ball, that's going to be a jump ball. Chloe Williams and Nolte were battling over it. And that's going to be a turnover for Mattoon. I believe she stepped on the line. I can't quite see it from this angle. Chloe Williams with the ball inside. She's trying to make a post move, but she's double teamed. Ball gets knocked away, but they're going to give it to Mattoon. Nolte comes down to double. And that ball gets stolen away by Addie Rotz. She goes up. Oh, almost makes the layup. She gets fouled, so Addie Rotz is going to go to the free throw line. If there's one thing you can say about Addie Rotz is that she is, you know, one of those players that can step up to the free throw line. She can hit her free throw. She doesn't get rattled. She doesn't get nervous in games like this. She's a player. Almost drains that first free throw. And Ellie Green's going to come out. And Only seeing 4 players for Mount Zion. Somebody's supposed to be in the game, and Ellie Green comes back out as Addie Rotz hits that free throw, that key free throw. And that's going to bring it to, should bring it to 11-13. And the press, Mattoon doing a much better job of handling the press. But it gets stolen away. Dribble into a triple team. Up to Rotz. Rotz for a layup. And she's
Very
not able
close.
to convert almost.
Getting
Chloe
the
Williams
rebound.
battles for a rebound. The fight battle, and both girls hit the floor as Richie's a little bit banged up. Her and Chloe Williams just battling. What a great matchup. Ball to Fink. Fink for 3. Just
and a
off.
Beautiful shot. Just
And ball tipped out of bounds by Addie Rott, or actually that's Ellie Green over there. 1:40 left here in the third quarter. Big battle here between these two teams. So Mount Zion more in a 2-2-1 press. Angela McCoy in the back, and that's going to be a travel. So mixing it up. A different kind of press here for Mount Zion. This is more of a press where you lay off and just let teams make mistakes and pass the ball. And having Angela McCoy in the back, you put her back there as a rover, just somebody that can be aggressive and steal passes, long passes. And Mount Zion's on offense here, gets it to Addie Rotz. Addie Rotz being extremely aggressive here in the fourth quarter, getting some really good shots off, just not converting. That ball's going to be off of Chloe Williams.
Mount Zion's really getting the ball up there. They're really getting it up at the net, just not getting it in.
Yeah. Oh, that's a long pass. That should be stolen away, but Mount Zion laying off a little bit too much. Good shot there from the free throw line by Nolte. Ball rebounded by Addie Rotz. She wants to get the ball out ahead to Ella Fink. Ella Fink's going to go up strong. She's going to miss the layup, and that's going to be rebounded by Redfern, and that's going to be a travel as Addie Rotz comes over to trap and hits the floor. That could have been a travel, could possibly have been a charge. And Halderson's coming in the game. She's going to come in for Richie. Minute left here in the third quarter. Just a lot of things going on out on that floor. Addie Rotz for 3. That's blocked. That's blocked by Redfern. The ball falls in the hands of Halderson. And Halderson gets the ball out ahead. And Mattoon gets in a hurry. Gets it stolen away. And then Mount Zion gets into a bit of a hurry. One thing you have not seen a lot of in this game is fouls. Two teams being super aggressive, but there just has not been very many fouls. Neither team in any danger of getting in the bonus. Ellie Green gets it back out to Addie Rotz. Chloe Williams gets the ball, and she puts it above her head. That's dangerous, stolen away right away by Ramage. You could not put the ball above your head with Ramage around. There is no doubt about that.
Definitely.
You've got to be strong with the ball, get it at your chin.
Even if Mattoon's not stealing it off those over the heads, they're at least like knocking it out, making them lose a little bit of time, speed.
Yeah, there's only one thing you can do with the ball above your head, and it's not shoot, so teams tend to just jump all over you when you do that. And here we come back the other way. Looks like we do have a foul. Looks like the officials here are talking it over, trying to decide what's going on here. Looks like that foul's going to be against Mattoon. No, it's not. That's going to be against Mount Zion. Thought he said number 5, but it's possible it's number 4, Addie Rotz. And Ramage gets the ball, throws Angela McCoy with a steal. Big steal by Angela McCoy. And gets the ball over to Addie Rotz. Good job on composure there by Angela McCoy as there's a shot from the outside by Chloe Williams, and that's going to be a long rebound, 15 seconds left. Mount Zion still down 2 in this game. Mattoon comes out firing on all cylinders here in the second half.
Both teams keeping the game very close. A lot less score in this quarter.
And long pass, and that's going to be a turnover for Mattoon. Redfern, I think, just didn't quite catch the ball, get a handle on it, and 8 seconds to go.
Gonna have to play it really quick.
And ball stolen away by Mattoon. And that's going to be it for the quarter. What a feverish end there to that quarter. And I think we're going to have a pretty exciting fourth quarter on our hands.
Definitely. Very, very low scoring quarter. Lot stronger defense, I think.
You are absolutely correct. I don't think Mount Zion scored in that quarter, did they? Wasn't it?
One free throw, I believe, but
One
that's
free
it.
throw. Oh, it was 10-10 at half. So Mount Zion lost that half 3-1.
Still have that final 6 minutes to come back.
Yep, final 6. I think we're going to see a battle here. And this is one of those games where you start to see some things go in, you know, some big shots go in and some things happen.
Definitely. I think we may see maybe a little more aggressive on the offense, but other than that. And as we come into the fourth and final quarter, Mount Zion is down 11-13. It's going to start with a Mattoon possession.
And ball goes to Mattoon to start right away. Ramage with the ball in her hand, trying to find some space. Ball stolen away by Ellie Green. There's just no space. An aggressive Mattoon gets it back. Ball's bouncing around, and Mattoon comes up with it. And
kind of left that open.
Yep. Richie with the rebound. Shot by Nolte. And looks like there's going to be a foul against. It's like that foul's going to be against Nolte, isn't it?
Yeah.
Or Mattoon.
Off Mattoon. Mount Zion ball. Next few possessions are going to be really vital. Get those.
Angela McCoy tries to. She's going to get fouled. Yeah. It looks like that foul's going to be against 20. I believe that's Richie.
Could be some very, very important free throws here.
And just off.
Good try for first free throw. Still has a second free throw to go.
And that one's going to be just off. Going to be one more shot. Looks like lane violation against Mattoon. Oh, just off. Two Mount Zion girls hit the deck as Richie comes away with the rebound, and that foul's going to be against. Yep, that foul's going to be against Addie Rotz as she just meets her there. Actually, it looks like they're just calling that out of bounds. They didn't call a foul. Ball into Nolte. Good steal there as Ellie Green gets her hand on the ball.
Grab that right out of the air, one-handed.
Oh, and they're going to call a foul or call traveling, I think, against Angela McCoy as she tries to make that pass. Oh, Ella Fink with a steal. And looks like we're going to have a foul against Mattoon, 22 on Coleman. What a steal there by Ella Fink. Very quick hands.
Good screen by McCoy.
Oh, nice pass by Ella Fink trying to get the ball to Chloe Williams. She gets it inside, but she does travel. Shuffles her feet back just a little bit. I think she lost her balance just a little bit and ended up having to step backwards, but that's a great move there by Chloe Williams. Ball to Holderson. Long pass over to Nolte. Nolte trying to make something happen. Mattoon still up 2 and a timeout. 4:46 left. Full timeout for Mattoon. So it looks like Mattoon's press break is working right now against Mount Zion, and it just seems like their press break is instead of trying to dribble up, is to immediately throw the ball to the middle. So if I'm Coach Shoemate right now, I'm talking a little bit about how to take that middle away, because that seems to be the only way they can get anything, is to break anything. So
Definitely.
But what a neat game. Still no scoring yet. We've had some runs. We've had some points come really, really close. And so I just have this feeling like things are going to change a little bit here coming up.
I feel like it's going to stay very, very close, most likely coming down to maybe just even 1 point again. Keeping up with the theme of very, very aggressive defense. Doing a great job of stopping the other team from scoring on both sides.
Yep. You know, if there's one thing I know about these Mount Zion 8th grade girls is that they are, tenacious. They are hard working kids, even when they get tired. And right now most of these girls have been playing most of the game. You can tell that they're a little tired, but they're also in great shape. And we've got over and back on Ramage. And so back on offense. And I've been waiting for Angela McCoy to get called on that screen. She comes up and she hits Addie Rotz's defender a little bit too hard there. And, it's a moving screen. And so they called it there. That's an easy fix. And ball down the side.
Good block.
And Addie Rotz with the steal. Dribbling through traffic, gets the ball out ahead to Ella Fink, who has a layup, and just
Very
off.
close.
And Mattoon comes away with it. And a steal. Ball to Addie Rotz. She's going to shoot off the top. And girls get tied up a little bit there. Addie Rotz definitely got tied up with Halderson and pulled her down, so she's called for a foul. So both teams being a little bit aggressive, need to keep their composure. Referees are doing a nice job of making sure that they're keeping them in check here. We've had a couple of quick fouls. It's possible they're discussing whether or not that was intentional or not, but
I always appreciate the referees.
oh, it's one-on-one.
Do a very good job. Always coming under scrutiny. Do a great job. Just keep working, keep reffing the game.
Yep, these two are doing good work. So that is 1-1 there. We've had quite a few fouls here in the second half that have kind of picked up. So they're one in bonus. Ritchie with the first free throw. Rebound, Chloe Williams. Up to Ella Fink. Ella Fink's going to go hard to the basket. They're saying that she was and Angela McCoy off the rebound ties the game with 4 minutes left at 13. Good job by Angela McCoy. They get the ball in the middle, and there's Ella Fink trying to steal it, and there's going to be a foul, a clear foul from Halderson there out of frustration.
Gives Mount Zion a chance to slow the ball down, give them more time to put something together.
Rotz trying to find some space. Not much there without that screen from Angela McCoy. Ball into Angela McCoy. She gets a shot off just off the front of the iron. And good hustle by Addie Rotz getting the ball into Chloe Williams. And we're going to reset this offense. 3:30 left, tie game, 13-13. There's the screen. Good job by Angela McCoy there getting still. And there's a screen by Ellie Green, and that ball's going to be turned over. Coleman coming down, and that's going to be a travel. Mattoon just having a little bit of trouble here, not giving up the ball right away to Mount Zion. They barely played any offense in this, it seems like, this quarter and really much of this half.
They may need to slow it down just a bit. Playing.
Ella Fink from the outside. Ball rebounded and out of bounds right away for Halderson. I think there's a couple of Mount Zion defenders down there making it tough for Halderson to get her hand on the ball as we see timeout by Coach Shoemate as Tess Horn was coming in for Ellie Green. Chloe Williams having a nice second half, getting some rebounds in there, getting things settled down a little bit.
Both teams playing very hard as we come into our final 3 minutes.
One thing I've definitely liked seeing an adjustment. I don't know if this is something Coach Shue may talk to her about or not, but Addie Rotz has definitely been more aggressive offensively. She's a strong offensive player, especially penetration-wise, and when she gets in there and she's able to get past the defense and they collapse on her a little bit, then other people are open. You're seeing Angela McCoy open more. You're seeing Chloe Williams open. And another thing I like seeing is when they get the ball in there to Ella Fink, you can tell she's starting to get a nose for the basket.
Definitely. Starting with a Mount Zion possession.
3 minutes left. Tess Horn with the ball out of bounds for Mount Zion. Ball to Ella Fink. She shoots from the outside, just off the front of the iron.
Good
Rebound, Nolte. Gets the ball to Ramage. Ramage, a long pass across the court to Coleman. Now to Nolte. Nolte has a shot just off. Rebound, Ella Fink. Gets the ball to Angela McCoy. Things are settled down now. Addie Rotz with the ball in her hand. Looking to shake Ramage. Tess Horn with the ball. Mount Zion much more patient this minute. Ella Fink looks to penetrate and gets the ball to Angela McCoy. Gets it into Chloe Williams. Tess Horn from the outside, air ball. Gets the ball rebounded by Fink. Gets it back out. Angela McCoy, good shot there from the corner, just off. Gets her own rebound. And ball's knocked away. And Mattoon calls a timeout with Alderson with the ball. And it's going to be Mount Zion basketball. It looked to me like Alderson had the ball and the coach was calling timeout, but I guess referees just did not quite see that in time and award the ball to Mount Zion.
Next
on the bonus.
Very important.
And that's going to be 5 seconds. Horn held the ball. That ball's got to come in bounds there with just over 2 minutes left. That ball has to come in bounds.
Whoever scores the next point is really going to have an advantage because it's going to have that pressure on the other team to
Tess Horn is
lead.
Tess Horn a second late there, and that's going to be costly as Mattoon gets free throws there in bonus.
These free throws are going to be really important for the Mattoon team.
So that's going to put Nolte on the line. And she drains her first one, giving Mattoon the lead with just over 2 minutes left, and she's going to get another one.
Going to be really important for the Mattoon team. It's going to put a lot of pressure on Mount Zion with the last 2 minutes.
And she drains that one, giving Mattoon a 2-point lead, 15-13. And we're going to have a full timeout by Mattoon. Good timeout.
Such great free throws by Mattoon.
Those were clutch. Those were huge, especially in this situation with both teams having a hard time scoring. You know, to come up and, you know, drain those free throws is just big. Excellent work there by Mattoon. And right now, if you're Mattoon's coach, you're talking about playing good, solid defense, and you know, probably understanding the fact that, you know, Mount Zion, their best chance of scoring is probably on the inside. They haven't hit any outside shots yet, so try to keep the ball out of the lane. Definitely. And rebound. I mean, right now, the Achilles heel for Mattoon is the fact that every time Mount Zion puts up a shot, they usually are getting a second opportunity. And so if you're Mount Zion, you've got to block, or if you're Mattoon, you've got to block out, And then if you're Mattoon, you got to take care of the basketball against the press. This whole half, they've been in a hurry. If they can just calm down, get their composure, you know, if you're going to take a turnover, if you're Mattoon right now, you do it by taking a 10-second call.
Yep.
You know, or 5-second call. You don't do it by throwing the ball to Mount Zion, and that's just something you learn over time. So Mattoon comes out. They're in a 1-3-1 right now. So a 1-3-1 look. We'll see if Mount Zion goes to a two-guard front here to beat that. Ball over to Fink. And from the outside, rebound. Rotz not able to get it. Gets her own rebound again. Shoots again. She hits it. Ties the game 15-15. Big shot by Addie Rotz, getting her own rebound twice. And she almost gets a steal. And a steal by Tess Horn. She just needs to grab it and slow things down. Addie Rotz again. Drains it! And the lead! 17-15. Addie Rotz, too huge. Tess Horn, another steal. Tess Horn's going to shoot. She drains it!
That's it in again.
19-15. All of a sudden, Mount Zion is just shooting the lights out. 2 by Addie Rotz. Another shot by Tess Horn.
Amazing job at Mount Zion, getting those rebounds, getting those steals, and just putting them right back in the net.
That was a feverish and fun last 30 seconds, wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, so much action. And like you said, those rebounds, Mattoon wasn't getting those rebounds, and it ended up with them losing points.
Yep, and you know that the two things we talked about during that timeout was just that. Getting those rebounds and then taking your time. Don't throw the ball to Mattoon. You know, we talked earlier, you know, if you're going to do something in the press right here, you got to be patient. You got to do some ball fakes, not throw the ball to the other team. You know, in that situation, when Tess Horn, you know, gets those steals, if you ball fake and make her overplay, then the girl just step up and all of a sudden the ball's in the middle. Those are things you learn over time. I understand we're talking about younger players here, so those are things you just learn, but, you know, those are things that help Mount Zion. And Tess Horn gets another steal. And now Mount Zion's got to be patient. Coach Shoemate's saying, slow down, slow down, slow down. And Mattoon continuing to try to steal, gets the ball to Tess Horn, gets the ball to Fink. They've got to find a way to eat up some clock here. Coach is yelling for him to foul, gets it to Fink, gets it to Williams. Williams bobbles a little bit, gets it back out, and they're going to call the foul. So Mount Zion playing hot potato there and does a pretty good job. It takes a minute, and with a minute left, Mount Zion up 4. We're going to have Chloe Williams at the line shooting 2.
Going to be difficult for Mount Zion to come, not Mount Zion, Mattoon to come back. They can do it, but it's going to be very difficult, especially if they make these free throws.
Yeah, the thing that's really haunted you here for Mattoon is just the fact that they just keep throwing the ball to Tess Horn, you know, as she steps in front of defenders. And Chloe Williams coming up clutch, draining the free throw. I believe that's her first point of the game, and nice clutch time to come up with that first point of the game.
That's a score at 20-15.
And she's just off on her
Very
second one.
close.
Rebound, Tess Horn. And Angela McCoy can't quite come up with the rebound, but that ball's going to be given to Mattoon. Tough one to see. And Coach Shoemate wants a timeout. 56 seconds left, and I know what he's going to be talking to his team about is, you know, obviously at this point you can't let Ramage hit a 3, so you want to make sure you overplay her a little bit. You want to continue on this, you know, being smart in this press, but you can't give up a layup in that press. So, you know, I don't worry about that too much with Angela McCoy being the rover there in the back of that press. I don't think they're going to get any kind of layup with her back there. You know, if you're Mattoon right now, you got to talk about, you know, don't throw the ball to, you know, Mount Zion defenders. So if I was their coach, I'd be talking a lot about, hey, ball fake before you make a pass, make them overplay, because that's what Mount Zion's doing right now. They're just overplaying every passing lane, everything. You know, if you're going to lose the ball, take a 10-second call, and the chances of them taking a 10-second call just aren't there. Just be strong with the ball. You know, have somebody behind you that can help you.
Well, if they this last minute, if they get possession again, if they're able to get another quick possession, they just need to play it slow. Still have a very good lead, 5-point lead, so I think Mount Zion should be able to get this.
Yeah. And long pass, and she does a great job of saving it. And they're all over, and she saves it off of Tess Horn.
Kind of bounced it off the Mount Zion defender
Yes,
to go out.
she did. So Nolte's going to take it out again. Gets it in. Good job. They're still having trouble getting. Good job getting the ball to the middle to Ritchie. She gets the ball up to Ramage, but it's stolen away. She can't handle it. Angela McCoy, and
Foul on.
I'm not sure what was called there. If that was a foul or not. Well, we have a second here. We're going to thank our sponsors. ADM and ADMCares, Decatur Dental Care, Kevin Fritzsche of Brinkoetter Realtors, Landa Lincoln Credit Union, Mount Zion Foundation for Quality Education, Peerless Cleaners, Staley Credit Union, 217 ALZ Wiffleball Classic, and Wilson Garage Doors. We want to thank all those sponsors for continuing to support Mount Zion and Braves TV, as I believe that's Ramage as sinks the free throw. Speaking of Mount Zion Foundation for Quality of Education, I want to invite everybody to the Mount Zion Foundation auction this weekend as that free throw's drained. 3-point lead. And looks like the foul's going to be on 44. So as I was saying, the Mount Zion Foundation for Quality Education annual event is this Saturday at Golden Fox Brewery. So if anybody's looking to enjoy, we're going to have s'mores and food trucks and music. It's going to be a great time as Addie Rod steps to the line. And just off, Ella Fink, big rebound. Oh, the ball goes back to Mattoon. 34 seconds left. Addie Rott's defending. Nothing easy. Chloe Williams with the steal. Needs to take her time. Gets it to Fink. Fink's going to bring it over. Gets it to Horn. Gets it back to Rotz. Wide open, and there's going to be a foul.
Really keeping their possession, keeping it on the Mount Zion side. Some couple free throws for Addie Rotz. She sinks her first free throw.
Addie Rotz drains that free throw.
A timeout by Mattoon.
So Mattoon, 4-point lead. It's not insurmountable, but they've got to move quick. If I was them, I'd get the ball and somebody's got to attack the middle, probably with the dribble, and then try to get a quick bucket and do it while you're leaning into somebody.
Yep.
And that's really their only options right now. And then immediately they've got to defend. So they've got to play high pressure defense, take chances. They can't let anybody from Mount Zion catch the ball. So, you know, at this point, I don't think you can stay in a zone. I think you've got to play man if Mount Zion does get the ball back so that you can foul. And it's got to be quick. I don't know how much experience Mattoon has at playing man, but, you know, in this situation, you know, you need somebody one-on-one so that you can foul immediately. So you got to get the rebound and you got to go. That's all there is to it. You've got to go.
It's not impossible. Mount Zion did it earlier in the game where they shot, took half a rebound, stole the ball, and put it right back up.
Absolutely. And she's off. Rebound, Mattoon. Ball up the floor quickly. And almost away. Ramage for three. Off. That's the kind of shot that's dangerous. Angela McCoy. Mount Zion's not be in a hurry here. Chloe Williams hangs on to it. And looks like they're going to call a foul. 3.5 seconds left, so Mount Zion can feel a little bit more comfortable here.
I think that will be it.
All right, Chloe Williams back to the line. Another opportunity for her to get a big point or two. She can make this a 6-point game. It's much more comfortable. And she just off on the first one. And just off on the second one, but Ella Finks right there for the rebound.
1.5 seconds left. I believe that will be game, most likely.
Coach Fink, or Coach Shoemate. And that'll be the ball game. Mount Zion comes up with a big win in their first game.
Great game today by both teams, both grades. Just absolutely beautiful ball today.
Outstanding.
Some great defense, too.
Fun to watch. Big win for the girls in their first game against a good Mattoon team. So that's going to be it here for Mount Zion Intermediate School. I want to thank you for watching the Braves TV, and Hope you'll continue to watch. Just keep an eye out on our YouTube channel, and have a great day. Thank you.
Thank you.